What is good, boys? In this video, I'm be telling you how you can cold approach girls that are genuine models. When I was younger, I never thought I could get with a girl that was a 10 out of 10. I was a freaking porn watcher, jerking off every single day, and I didn't have that self-belief and that confidence that I was someone who was worthy of a girl like that. And that was when I was in high school. And guess what? I never got with any hot girls. I did eventually get with a couple, just by luck of circumstance. And then eventually I went on to, in the last 3 years, be hanging out in Sweden, getting with genuinely the hottest girls in the world. I've been with quite a few, and I'm gonna be telling you how to do this for yourself. So besides going to a country with hot girls, I've gotten with really hot girls here in America, in the cities that I live in. So it's not just the location. What it comes down to is many factors. The first one being is that you need to realize that these girls are just like you. They have all the same insecurities that you have, just about different things. They have all these issues in their life. They have a family, a brother, a sister. They're a person just like you. There's nothing special about them, and if you talk to them and hang out with them long enough, you'll realize that there's nothing that's genuinely special about them. And I'm not saying that to put them down. They just have been blessed with beauty. And that fact that they've been blessed with beauty does not make them anything better than the rest of us. And if they do think so, then they're just some superficial girl and they've let their ego get the best of them, which there's gonna be some, but not all are gonna be like that. There's gonna be pretty, genuine, great-hearted girls out there, and if you don't think there is, then that's a limiting belief that you need to get rid of. Because me, myself, I've hung out with them, and they are plentiful. There's so many good-hearted girls who are genuinely gorgeous, and I'm talking like the best girls. Some of them that I've dated in Sweden are like the nicest people in the world, and they just happen to be gorgeous looking like a model. You gotta realize that they're just people like the rest of us, and you need to go up and talk to them. You need to be confident, and you need to see them as your equal. That is the one thing I want you to take away from that whole message I just portrayed, is if you see them as your equal, if you see them as, we are the same, and you don't see them as, oh, I'm putting them on a pedestal, they're pretty, and I'm just this guy, and no. You are just as good as she is. You need to believe that. You need to believe it from your confidence, the actions you take on a daily basis, the disciplines you have, the lifestyle you have, or you're building. Whatever it is that you're doing in your life, the life that you live is just as valuable as her beauty. And the things that you're gonna do in this life are gonna be very special. If you believe that about yourself, then this girl's it's gonna be a privilege for her to come into your life. You gotta see yourself as the man. You gotta see yourself as someone great. If you don't have a high self-image of yourself, you're gonna struggle to talk to girls who are beautiful, because that's one of the things that everyone wants, is a beautiful girl. And if you don't feel deserving of that, you're not gonna receive it. And you're not gonna allow yourself to receive it, is the most important thing. So that's number one, is you need to see them as an equal. Number two, so what have I done over the years is been improving myself and becoming the man. If you're becoming the man, I know this is kind of a sidetrack, but if you're becoming the man, these girls are just gonna wanna be in your life naturally. I tell you, I have been approached at the club, like by hot girls. They've wanted to get with me because I'm improving myself, I'm improving my looks, making sure I have a clean shave, making sure I have clean teeth, all the things, fresh style, looking good, nice physique, big chest. All these things are only gonna help you get the prettiest girls. One thing that I've noticed after being with a lot of them is they're not fat phobic or anything, but a lot of them will be like, I ask a lot of deep questions, being that I'm in sales, and I like to get to know people. I like to pick their brains a little bit in a playful, fun way. And one of the things they all say is they can never be with someone who is fat. That's one thing I commonly see, especially amongst a lot of Swedish girls who are genuinely so nice. They'll just be like, I take care of my body, I look so great. I'm not gonna be with someone who doesn't take care of themselves. And that's where I kind of get back to, you need to become the best version of yourself. Why would you expect a girl who is gorgeous to get with you if you're fat, you don't have any mindset, you're not disciplined, you're not in the gym, you're not doing anything to get yourself where you want to be and have a good life? Why would you expect a hot girl who has all the choices in the world to choose you? It doesn't make sense. You need to be on your path, on your mission, improving yourself, becoming the best version of yourself, and then these girls are gonna see that. Even if you're not the most fit guy, but you're working out and you're improving your fitness and you have good muscle, but maybe you're a little bit fat, don't let that ruin your self-image because you're working on yourself. But if you're someone who doesn't try at all, that's one of the things that they really look for and they don't like. where it's like if you're in the gym, you're doing things to improve yourself, they respect that. It all comes down to just becoming the best version of yourself, realizing that if she looks so great and has all the options in the world, then you need to do something to be on her level. It's not just like you can sit on your ass, play video games, and expect to have a 10 out of 10 cooking for you. Have some realistic viewpoints. It's the same thing where guys are always like, girls have unrealistic viewpoints. Well, so do guys sometimes. So I'm here to defend the girls on this one, where it's like the guys who are on their shit, they get the hot girls. But if you're not on your shit, then what are you expecting? You're delusional. You need to be improving yourself. You need to be playing the game. If you don't play the game, how can you expect to win? So that's one thing I just needed to touch on. Beyond the fact that these girls are open and receptive, they're gonna be open and receptive to people who are the best versions of themselves. And I'm not saying you have to be a model or you have to have a six-pack all year round. I'm just saying you gotta be somewhat of a competitive male. And if you are, you'll do fine. That's it. Okay, so we covered two things. You gotta realize that these girls are human just like you and you're equal. You need to be on your path. And then the next thing is you just gotta go after what you want. It's really that simple. So once you realize that they're friendly, once you're on your path, now you just gotta go and talk to them. So wherever the hot girls are hanging out, you gotta be being bold, courageous, and going after exactly what you want. Talking to these girls, going up to them, facing rejection. I get rejected all the time. It's not a big deal. Girls will tell me right in the start, they'll say, oh, well, I have a boyfriend. I'll be like, cool, have a good night. Have a great night, by the way. Pleasure to meet you. And I leave, and that's it. And then I go talk to some girl who's telling me she's so grateful that I went up and approached her after we've slept together. So there's gonna be rejections, there's gonna be successes, but you just gotta go out and go after what you want. That's the last step to it. There's no more theory that I can really tell you that's gonna allow you to have success. Sure, there's videos that I put on my channel, like the full Playboy's Guide to Getting Girls, which is gonna give you some specifics, and I would highly recommend checking that out, watching the whole thing, because it's really good. But beyond that, it's like, the last thing is action. Think about it like this. If I sit all day and read about how to play a piano for 5 years, and I just read about pianos, the noises they make, how to use them, how to do it, and read the melodies, and I study it, but I never actually play the piano, who's gonna be better? The person who did that, or the person who just goes out there and plays the piano and gets some lessons in the mix, and he's just trying and figuring it out? The person who read about it's not gonna actually have any real life experience. So this is the last piece to the puzzle, is you need to just go out there and start talking to girls. No matter where you are in your progress, you need to start somewhere. You need to start improving, because being funny, being charismatic, making girls like you is a skill that you're gonna develop over time. It's not just gonna come overnight. So you need to start wherever you are in your journey, and you need to go out there and talk to girls. Wherever the hot girls are, you should be there, and you should be talking to them, improving yourself, improving your game. And this is the last step to the puzzle, is just going out and going after what you want, being bold, being courageous, facing rejection and embracing it, becoming the best version of yourself, and you will have tons of success in the process. So that is all for this video, the 3 steps that you need in order to have success with the model girls in this world. So if this video provides you with any value, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and be teaching at a Life Max. Get everything that you want so you can live the best version of your life and have the dream life that you deserve. So if that sounds of interest, then subscribe. And I also have a free 30-minute coaching call with me, where if you want help in anything that I teach on this channel, then you can book that down below. And I'm gonna be going through your current situation, your goals, and giving you actionable items in order to achieve every single one of them. All right, that's all for this video. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys in the next one.